Zone 2 cardio is a zone. There's 5 zones. Zone 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Zone 2 is where you're pushing it a little bit harder than like a brisk walk at first, but you're able to have a conversation. That's the best way to explain it, okay? And so how do we figure that out? Okay, so you take 220 and then you minus your age. So for me, that's 144. That's max beats per minute that I want to stick to for zone 2. Okay, so how do you figure that out? Well, you can get a smartwatch, you can get a heart rate monitor, or you could just do it old-fashioned. You could run a little bit and then you can slow down or walk, stop for a second, okay? And depending on if you're right or left-handed, right here, your artery, right here in the wrist, take that, you can find your pulse, okay? And it works for both wrists. Or you can do it right here in the jugular, right over there too. But I prefer the wrist right here because it's easy. It's real easy. All right, so then there's 2 ways you can do it. The best way is, you count your heartbeats, but you also put your timer on for 15 seconds. Okay, the number that you get in those 15 seconds, that is your heart rate. You take that number, then you times it by 4. That's your heart rate. Or you could just count them out for the full 60 seconds of the minute. But then that's a minute taking you from your run. So that's how you figure out your zone 2. Okay? And it starts really slow for people. It started really slow for me. It was when I've really started figuring this out. Once I started implementing zone 2 into running, things got it started off really slow. Really, really, really slow. I believe it was, I was going at a pace where it was about 17 miles an hour, maybe even like 17 miles in 30 seconds. But it doesn't matter. So, it just, gradually, I would do 4. Right now, I'm still currently doing 4 runs a week. So, every little time, it just keeps increasing. So, within like about a month, it went from 17 and a half seconds, per mile, or not 17 and a half seconds a mile pace to a little over 10 miles. A little over 10 miles an hour pace. And that's just within a month of training, doing 4 jogging sessions a week at about 45 to 65 minutes, about 45 to 65 minutes each session. So it just gradually got better and better, and I just kept timing. But that's how you see all these runners, these ultra marathoners, these triathletes, all of them use this. It's extremely effective. You can go up there at that pace, because even like a little over 10 miles an hour for me jogging, I used to be, that was a push. That was a push for me. Now when I do that, it's like nothing. It doesn't even faze me. I just keep going. It's the easiest. It's some of the easiest 45 minutes running I've ever done. With faster when I'm not out of breath. So it's good. This is good for fat loss, because you don't want to exert yourself, and of course, that being a given, that it's good for if you want to build your endurance, build a better running pace, be stronger and faster with running. And amazing for your cardiovascular health. You know, since doing that, you know, sometimes my resting heart rate has been 58 beats per minute, which is extremely great. So that's zone 2 training. Utilize it. It's a weapon. It's fantastic, and you will not regret it.